But when you got your shirt off, you don't look like an aesthetic male. You don't all of a sudden have pecs from taking a GLP-1. You just look like a skinny smoker.
If you were put in a lineup, you'd easily be able to point out the person that's on a GLP-1.
There you go.
Male or female. Like, you could instantly tell. Like, I've seen plenty of people that you can just tell by looking at them that they are on some kind of weight loss drug.
I think most individuals that are entertaining GLP-1s for the right reason and the wrong reason, they're not going to get in the shape that they think they're going to get in.
But the problem that people have is you acquired nothing to be sustainable. You just were taking a shot. You didn't change any habits in your life. You're just suppressing your appetite.
I know what our bodies are capable of naturally. I think it's horseshit. I think people are leaning on these without having the principles of what can actually get you lean, keep you lean, look great, feel great, live a good life, and they're not even giving themselves the chance to do just that.
Most people don't want to actually do the work that it takes to acquire it.
And to that, I'd say you're on the hamster wheel.
Not too bad at all.
Woo!
Hot summer day.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. Welcome to Cold Tub Talks. Today, we got some hot takes, man, because there's a lot of controversy going on in today's world right now.
Yeah.
People trying to get fit, all these shortcuts. Let's get right into it.
Sweet. So, Tyler, I got to ask, do you think weight loss drugs are changing fitness forever? And if so, do you think it's in a good way or a bad way for the fitness industry?
Ooh.
Specifically GLP-1s.
Yeah, that one's edgy, Dev. Honestly, to answer your question, I think it's more in a detrimental way than not. And the reason I say that is because they're all a shortcut. And if you look back at history, even just the past decade, there's plenty of fit people without a single one of these remedies, right?
Mm-hmm.
You asked about GLP-1 specifically. Super hot topic right now. GLP-1s are everywhere. Wegovy, Ozempic, and now we're dipping into Tirzepatide, retatrutide, these double and triple agonists. They work. Don't get us wrong. We've talked to a lot of people that have their appetite suppressed heavily. They're losing a shit ton of weight, maybe in the good and bad way. Some muscle, some fat. But what are you learning in taking these?
Yeah, I agree. And we know people personally that have been on them. And once you get off, they've gained all the weight back. So it's like, are we really fixing anything in the fitness industry by leading people, all the ads that are ran to it? Sure, they're making billions of dollars off of this, but do you think people are actually benefiting from it in a health and fitness perspective? Or do you think it's just something that's going to ruin people's lives down the road?
Yeah. And for those challenging what Devin's asking and what I'm answering, sure, can you keep the weight off? Of course. Is everyone going to keep the weight off? Heck no. What is being learned by taking the drug and coming off of it? Nothing. Most people are not changing their habits. We've talked to people. They're having a hard time even eating food, period, because they're shutting down a signal in their body. And to that point, what is shutting down that hunger hormone doing to you long term? I mean, one, you're altering your body's natural capability. And then two, you're also going to come back to hunger levels that you weren't used to, and you're going to rebound. What happens when you drink alcohol for a sustained period of time and you get to boast about, man, it takes me 4 to 5 beers just to start feeling tipsy? Okay, some people could think that's cool. You can outlast everyone, you can outdrink everyone, but if you stop drinking for a month or two, and then you're that 2-beer queer, or whatever they call it, it's like, whoa, that hit me hard. So when you come off of these GLP-1s, what I'm hearing from a lot of individuals is, I'm hungry as heck.
Yeah.
I'm eating way more than I planned on. And it feels like I'm eating more than before I even took the drug because I was so used to not eating, had no hunger. And now it's almost like you look forward to food in a different way because you weren't able to enjoy it like you can once you get off these GLP-1s. Are you feeling me?
Yeah, it's very relatable, like we chatted about before, of being a contest prep, where you're so suppressed, but as soon as you're done, it's like your mind completely shifts gears of, I could eat everything and anything. And it's just very hard to stop. And that's what we've definitely heard from people that have taken these weight loss drugs, that there is positives to them, but I think there's more negatives in the aftermath when you stop taking them, because it's not something that is meant to be on forever. Let's be honest. This is like a short-term thing.
One would think.
But some people want to take it forever. But in the reality, it's like, how much harm are you doing to yourself by taking this long term?
Yeah. I've been calling them lifers.
Yeah.
We know a few lifers already that are on a GLP-1 or taking a specific peptide for not even a month. And they're already saying, I'm going to be on this for the rest of my life. What?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah. And to that point, in your opinion, for being in the fitness space for over a decade, do you respect people that are taking these shortcuts, that are injecting themselves to lose weight but not working out? Are they really teaching themselves anything? Or do you feel that it's just the next fad that is just trying to make it easier for everyone to be fit?
My gut reaction, because I know what our bodies are capable of naturally, I think it's horseshit. I think it's a shortcut. I think people are leaning on these without having the principles of what can actually get you lean, keep you lean, look great, feel great, live a good life, and they're not even giving themselves the chance to do just that. Something like this comes out and they see the result that other people are getting and they're like, I'll give that a try. I'll jump on it. Why not? And it's like robbing yourself of all the enjoyment and progress you could have without that, and also not have the lingering effects. And what I mean by lingering effects is the potential harm that you're doing long-term. A lot of people don't even want to go there or think about it. Think about it. Peptides don't have long-term research. There's none. So they're getting results. They stem from the body's natural capabilities, but you're still putting them in externally, telling the body to do more of what it already does. I get that's deemed natural, but we're kind of like twisting that process, saying because it's natural and our body already produces all of this, we can just take it for life. Yeah, but you're taking more of it. It's like a bodybuilder saying, I'm taking exogenous testosterone. My body makes testosterone, so what's the problem? Well, there's research on that one.
Yeah. No, I agree. And I totally agree with everything you're saying. I just think it's a crutch for people. It's an easy way out to acquire success that you're looking for in weight loss, because you said you've tried everything. So you just result to a shot. But there's a lot of people that we definitely know that have not put the work in, haven't gone to the gym, haven't been consistent, and they just say, no matter what I do, I can't lose weight, so I just need this shot.
Yeah.
I think that's where people get it twisted of most people don't actually want to put work in. They just want the result. Same thing with money. People just want to acquire money, but most people don't want to actually do the work that it takes to acquire it. So how can you do it? How can you do it a lot easier?
Yeah.
Scam people, do things that like aren't good for the economy.
And to that, I'd say you're on the hamster wheel. I think most individuals that are entertaining GLP-1s for the right reason and the wrong reason, they're not going to get in the shape that they think they're going to get in. The people that are doing it through hard work, through consistency, through the right plan of action, like we do, like we provide for people, you achieve it in a way that you can be proud of, and you get to sustain it for a longer period of time, having established core habits into your life. A GLP-1 is not a habit.
No, not at all.
It's not a habit at all. And most people taking GLP-1s, I go on a limb and say 9 or even 10 out of 10 people taking a GLP-1, they don't look the way they actually want.
No.
Think about it. Most men want to be strong. They want to be stoic. They want to be aesthetic. They want to look like a man. Taking GLP-1 ain't going to make you look like you just came out of the gym and people are like, dude, how much you bench? How much you lift? You look great. No, you're just getting skinny. But when you got your shirt off, you don't look like an aesthetic male. You don't all of a sudden have pecs from taking a GLP-1. You just look like a skinny smoker.
Yeah. If you were put in a lineup, you'd easily be able to point out the person that's on a GLP-1.
There you go.
Male or female. Like, you could instantly tell. Like, I've seen plenty of people that you can just tell by looking at them that they are on some kind of weight loss drug. And it doesn't look good. That's just my perspective. Like, you don't look good being on these drugs. Sure, you might be losing weight, but you're losing muscle mass. You're just losing a lot of definition and progress that you could be making in the gym. So based on that, what would people that maybe have started it, what would your recommendations be if they were to stop? What steps should they take in order to keep the weight loss off and just tangible things that they can acquire into their day-to-day life?
Yeah. Real quick, what's the term they always called it when GLP-1s first came out? Was it Ozempic Face?
Yeah,
Something
I think
that sunk
so.
in the look.
Yeah.
A couple celebrities were well known
face,
for it.
like, sinks in and
Yeah, you look like a skeleton.
Quick shout out to the Pod Company, the sponsor for the Cold Tub Talks. I'm sitting here in the Ice Pod Pro, Coach Devon's in the Long Pod, and you can get your discounted cold tub in the description below. Check it out for yourself.
For those taking GLP-1s, I think it can serve a purpose short term. If it's going to be your hump of motivation to get over the initial 20 pounds or so that you need to lose, that can be a good kickstart and influence those healthy habits. And then once you have those healthy habits going, maybe that was the kickstart to you living a happier, healthier, more confident life. But when you're coming off the GLP-1, as you asked, Devin, you need to come off of it in a way that your body doesn't rebound. We've all heard that terminology, rebounding out of a crash diet. You go back to old habits and your body resorts back to homeostasis. So after coming off a GLP-1, I think it's even more important to establish this process that I'm about to talk about, more so than coming out of a crash diet. You've got to reverse out of it. And at InstaShred, we're huge advocates of the reverse diet. But when you come off a GLP-1, you're going to have eaten in such a heavy deficit that your body is going to soak up every calorie that you go to eat afterwards because your hunger will increase. I think every single person I've talked to said, dude, I have a hard time even hitting my protein intake without even eating carbs and fats. And most people think that's a dream. Whoa, I can eat no carbs and fats all day and still have a hard time feeling hungry eating just protein. I mean, that's astounding. That's crazy, right? But that also becomes a problem when you come off the GLP-1 because you're going to go back to eating maybe 3 to 4 times the amount of food you were on the GLP-1. And what do you think happens? It goes back to the point you mentioned right at the start of this pod. You're going to gain it back. And most people are realizing after the GLP-1, they're gaining it back. I mean, Devin, you were just talking about your brother.
Yeah.
And how he's experienced that. I didn't even know that until today.
Yeah. He got down to like 185 while being on it, and then shortly, a few months after, he's back up to 230.
Wow. That's what.
So it happens quick, but your hunger hormones just go crazy. Like, you just start craving everything. You're hungry again, and it's hard to like curb that appetite right after coming off of it.
Literally, he regained 50 pounds. About. Yeah.
So that's about where really he started, right? You lose the weight, you spend the money like acquiring these drugs, paying for them, whichever way you get them, pharmaceutical or not, you're still paying for them, and then you put all the weight right back on. But the problem that people have is you acquired nothing, as you were saying, to be sustainable. You just were taking a shot, but you didn't change any habits in your life.
Yeah.
Not going to the gym, not changing your diet. You're just suppressing your appetite.
Yeah.
That's the only difference that you're making. So once you get off of it, what did you really change in your life that's going to help you maintain those results?
You're on the damn hamster wheel. I think that's the most exhausting thing I've heard from busy, successful men in 2026 is that they're looking for something to get back on the wagon 1 to 2 times a year. Every year. What age do you have to get to where that becomes exhausting, realizing every year, whether it's in January or beginning of the summer, I'm going to get my summer body. I'm going to lose the 10 pounds I gained over the winter. It's fucking exhausting to realize amidst your life, whether you have kids, a good relationship with your wife, a business to run, people to report to, and you're thinking 1 to 2 times a year about the next plan of action you're going to get on with your diet and training. I mean, that is asinine.
Yeah.
Am I right? Like,
yeah,
guys don't even think about that they're doing that every single year, spending that time and effort and energy to do the next thing. And then they do it again and again and again. You know, why not do it and keep it? Like, get in shape and stay in shape so that way you can live your life without thinking about the next fitness program you need to do.
Yeah. It makes you think of the analogy, like people say, if you don't build a house on the right foundation, the house is just going to fall over anyway. And that's a lot of people
working on it.
A lot of people's bodies. They don't build a good foundation. They just patch the crack and think this is going to fix it. And then once it starts leaking again, you're like, oh shit, here we go.
And GLP-1s ain't no foundation. That's for damn sure.
No, it's just an easy fix. I saw 1 in 8 people in America are on GLP-1s right now.
1 in 8? No.
1 in 8 is what I was reading. Now, going into future pacing into 2027, do you think that number will go up or down of how many people are requiring to be on it?
My optimistic brain would like to say it'd go down, but I could very easily be wrong.
So maybe 1 in 10 people
Mm.
would be on it. I have a feeling with just how much money is being pumped into ads and everything promoting to people of all the benefits it is to be on it, I think the number is going to go down to like 1 in 6. I bet a lot more people will start continuing to be on it. I mean, we see it with peptides. I mean, right? You could consider peptides basically being the same thing as it's a GLP-1. It's helping people lose weight, curb appetite. So I think with how hot peptides are and everyone hopping on them because there's nothing bad that happens to your body, as people say, I think more and more people are just going to keep buying them and staying on them long term.
Yeah. I think most people watching this are smart enough to know that there's a lot of marketing behind it. We're not going to talk about the repercussions. We're not going to talk about the side effects. Every time a weight loss drug comes on a commercial, I mean, they ramble through those side effects at the end in a mumbly tonality, right? Side effect
Diarrhea, puking, vomiting, like long term.
And so I think a lot of people are easily willing to look away from the potential downside because the result is sexy, right? Of course, GLP-1s are hot. I mean, 1 in 8 people are taking them because they fucking work.
Yeah.
But to what extent?
Yeah. And to the flip side of that, how much money is the pharmaceutical industry making off of it?
Yeah.
How much are the doctors making by giving out those prescriptions? So it's almost like it goes hand in hand that, of course, they're going to keep writing prescriptions for people because they're making more money. Their practice is making more money. The pharmaceuticals making more money. That it's just like a win-win for all of them.
Yeah. I mean, this podcast is about health, fitness, and business. We all know that GLP-1s are making a ton of money off of us. A ton.
Yeah, and it's just the unfortunate thing of what is going on in the world, especially the fitness space. It's I think it's the most corrupt, fucked up space that there is.
Fitness space?
Yeah, like the fitness space. Like there's so much misconception, false information, just shortcuts, things that could kill people. Like we personally know people that have taken a bunch of these drugs and have died from it.
Yeah, true.
From taking them for too long.
Peptide stacks.
Yeah, but you don't think that there's any side effects.
Yeah.
But people are dying from the amounts that they're taking.
Oh, yeah.
Just wanting more and more and more. It becomes almost an addiction.
Yeah. I mean, what pharmaceutical drug do you know of that hasn't had some kind of negative backlash? I don't know of many.
Yeah, I mean...
I think everyone knows it, but it's still the go-to industry standard, especially in America. Everyone knows pharmaceuticals run the world.
Yeah.
And it's so common to turn to them when you have an issue to get it fixed. I'm shivering,
100%.
man. You cold?
I'm feeling good.
Dang. All right. You got me beat. Yeah, the stacking makes it even more dangerous. We mentioned the peptide. Look at me. I'm starting to stutter a little bit. The peptide stacks become even more dangerous because let's say you're taking other drugs prescribed by your doctors well before this GLP-1 craze, and now you're taking the GLP-1. What's the interaction between the GLP-1 drug and another drug? Oh, now we're getting in trouble. I remember holding up that bag of medications my dad was taking when he passed away, thinking, holy shit, there's 30 pill bottles right here. No doctor could tell you what the combination of all 30 of those are doing in the body right now. That's other uncharted territory that no one's discussed. How many people taking a GLP-1 right now are on another drug? And have you had a in-depth conversation with your doctor about what the interaction between the GLP-1 and the other drugs you're taking are? Wow. Blood thinners, all the rest. I mean, can you imagine?
I can't even imagine. I mean, not being on any medications ourselves, just like I can't even imagine taking 10, 15 different drugs a day that have to just balance out cholesterol, blood thinner, like all the different kind of things that most people are on, unfortunately, instead of just making a few healthier changes in their lives. Nutrition, exercise, movement, like simple things that anyone should be able to incorporate in their lives.
Yeah, and I haven't done enough research to confidently say this, but I would think that GLP-1s do have the capability of long-term alterations in our body.
I would totally agree. I would think so. I know there's not enough research on it yet, but there's no way that there's not any side effects long-term. I mean, even seeing some of the Brian Johnson examples that he's put out there and tested himself, putting extensive research and money into it of how his body is changing in either positive or negative ways, a lot of the things that he has taken has been negative of the results that he's showing, which is why he's like, yeah, I'm not taking them anymore
Right.
because of these reasons.
That's crazy.
But most people don't look into it. You just hear good things if there's no side effects, and people will instantly jump on it because it'll help them build more muscle, lose body fat, look better, feel better. But they do no research in it. They just press the buy button and buy it. It's like, this has to be good.
Dang. Yeah, man. And everybody's body's different. Like, who's to say the GLP-1 reaction that your cousin's getting is going to be the same as yours?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think of like a geeky fitness topic is the glycemic index and how we want to stabilize our blood sugars. When you eat a sweet potato on its own, you can see that the glycemic index is very low. It doesn't have a heavy impact on your blood glucose. But when you combine a sweet potato with even chicken and broccoli, throws it off completely.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, so it's like taking a GLP-1. I get it. If there's studies and research being done on the GLP-1 that it does this when it goes in the body, cool. But what about the other drugs you're taking?
There's a lot of
What
other
about
factors.
your specific body is not valid from that research? You know, maybe you do have a higher tachycardia or bradycardia, or you got something going on in your body that other people don't. It's like, well, you can't just take the science for what it is because you've got a unique body. And I would hate to take something personally. I always have told myself, if I consider taking anything outside of what my body can do on its own, I would hate to come off of it and never feel the same again.
100%.
I wouldn't live that down.
Yeah. Which is exactly why I've steered away from taking TRT, steroids, anything else. Because it's like,
it's enticing.
you feel great now. How much is it going to alter yourself if you realize you take it for a year? You're like, okay, I don't
you
really
and I literally
make
we
me
have
happier.
we have that conversation in the gym. It's like, man, an extra 10 to 20 pounds of muscle would be pretty solid, man.
Yeah.
But at what cost? It's not worth it. Every time we go through the pros and the cons, which I don't think people are doing with the GLP-1s, they ain't going through the pros and the cons. They're just looking at the pros.
Yeah.
A lot of times it ain't worth it. You know, I don't know.
I don't want to age myself any faster, man.
No.
I got a baby face over here, and I'll keep it
People
as
look
long as I
old
can.
as heck on TRT, man.
Yeah.
And
I
people
think-
look like skeletons on GLP-1s.
One of the last things, jumping topics, I think that pisses me off on social media is when, I think you shared a post with me the other day too, when people put out there and make a reel. It says, this is exactly what you need to do to get in shape. This is it. You need to go to the gym.
You said
at
I made one?
No, not you. You sent me one.
Oh.
Where it's like people telling you exactly what you need to do to get in shape. It's like, wake up at 6 a.m., work out, only eat chicken and broccoli, do this, do that. It's like, dude, how many people are literally going to be able to do that? Like, that is not the answer that you can tell people exactly what they need to do. Like, it may work for your life. Like, what works for you may not work for me. You're like, this is my routine to get in shape. But if someone followed your routine, how many people do you think would actually follow through with doing it?
That's a good point.
Versus giving them a flexible, sustainable plan like we do at InstaShred.
That's made for them.
I mean, like, everything's custom tailored for them, to their life. They have kids. Like, that's what's different, right? Like, you not having kids, me having kids. Like, you can relate to someone that has kids, and they can understand, like, hey, you know, this guy has kids, so if he can hold himself to the standard, why can't I?
Yeah.
But sometimes people could look at you like, he doesn't have kids. He just doesn't get it. He doesn't understand. And
That's a great point.
I think that's what's hard is when you're watching someone on social media and they're telling you exactly what they need to do, let's be honest, your life is not theirs. You can't do what they do. And I just think it's a lot of false advertisement that goes out in the world. It's just a bunch of bullshit that just pisses me off when I see it. It's just like, dude, why would you even put that out there? Because so many people can't realistically do that. Like, how many people can be that hardcore?
I think I get what you're referring to, the whole craze of do these 4 things to accomplish X.
It's like
Is that what you're
the Andy Elliott example, like you were talking about. How many people can really do what he does?
Yeah.
Work out 6-7 times a week, eat super clean, do all these things. It's like, how many people can realistically do that and sustain it? You got to be hardcore every single day.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah, how many things can you really implement? I mean, if someone gives you a tip, especially in a piece of short form content, I think everyone should be skeptical of short form content. If someone gives you 4 tips in a 1-minute video, are you going to go change 4 things about your life?
Yeah.
But people sit there and they scroll and they watch this shit all day. These are the 3 things you need to do to make more money.
Yeah.
You're going to go do those 3 things? Really?
Yeah, people will write them down, but are you actually going to implement them? And the answer is probably 0.1% of a person
Yeah.
watching will probably follow through and do it.
And
It's
even
like
if
the
you do them
same thing.
once, you know.
If you gave them 10 ways to lose weight, if you're like walk more, exercise more, eat less, like if you start naming off 10 things,
I know what you mean.
how many of those things are people actually going to implement in their life because you gave them so many things to do at one time?
Yeah.
Like if you just gave them one valuable tip, like, hey, do this to help yourself lose weight, then someone might actually implement it. But when you start giving out a boatload of information, most people are just going to be like, dude, I can't even do this. There's no
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know what that is?
What?
You know what I call it? Bunch of jargon. Can you spell jargon, Devin? Spell jargon for us.
I think it's Jargon.
That's it. Jargon.
Let's go. Spelling bee champion.
Spelling bee champion right here.
I almost was back in middle school, but
Really?
I think I came in 4th place.
You had spelling bees in middle school? I don't even think we did. That's really cool right there.
Yeah.
Look at that. A plane trio.
Even in this bad air quality.
Bad what?
I said even in this bad
Even
air
in
quality.
this
they're
bad
up
air
there.
quality. Yes. What? It's recording. I can see the red dot. Woo-hoo-hoo!
Just try to scare us.
She almost goes scared you. All right, I think that's pretty solid. How
Yeah.
far in are we? 25. Nice. Okay. 25. Is that actually the line? Huh?
Yep.
It is. SpongeBob.
All right, we nailed it.
All right. Is there a way to like close this thing out? You think? I'm chattering like a chatty Cathy.
I would say close it out with an Insta shred. Call to action. Click the link to book your free call or whatever to.
Yeah. Okay. I always hate thinking of them on the spot.
You're good. Then cut this out.
All right. Well, that concludes today. That was a good little chat, Devin.
I agree.
Give me some knucks, man. If you're looking to get in great shape and have it actually fit into your lifestyle, no shortcuts, no cheat codes, damn sure not using any GLP1s, check us out at instashred.com. You won't regret it. We'll get you in shape and keep you in shape for the rest of your life. Ain't that right, Dev?
That's right.
All right, man.
Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.
Book a call, you. Book a call?
That's what the link's for.
Instashred.
The
Yeah.
link will be a book to call.
Instashred.com.
Yeah.
I'm actually, I'm cold.
Or you could say also just say like, or just click the link down in the description because it will be
Yeah.
in there too.
Okay. Or you can click the link down below in the description, book a call with us, we'll get you right.